All right, everyone, hit pause on whatever you are doing and lean in close to the screen. I am about to give you the single most important skill you can ever learn as an investor. Forget the memes, forget the hype, forget that gut feeling that tells you a stock is just going to go up. We are going to talk about how to find the one number that separates the gamblers from the genuine wealth builders. We are going to learn how to calculate the intrinsic value of a stock. Now, I know what you are thinking. Intrinsic value? That sounds complicated. That is for Wall Street pros with 6 monitors and fancy degrees. And for years, that is what they wanted you to think. They wanted to keep this secret locked away, making it seem like some mystical, unknowable magic. But I am here to tell you, it is not magic. It is a craft. And like any good craft, it requires a solid, reliable tool. Today, I am handing you that tool. Think of the stock market not as a crystal ball, but as a voting machine in the short term and a weighing machine in the long term. What does that mean? It means that day to day, prices jump around based on fear, greed, hype, and what some influencer had for breakfast. That is the voting. It is noisy, it is emotional, it is completely unpredictable. But in the long term is all about the weight, the actual, real, tangible value of the business. That weight is its intrinsic value. And no matter how crazy the voting gets, eventually, the stock price has to reflect that true weight. Our job is to be the scale. Her job is to measure that weight for ourselves. So when Mr. Market, that is the market, let us picture him as a manic depressive guy who shows up at your door every day offering to buy your business or sell you his. When he comes to you in a panic, screaming SEL, everything is collapsing, and offers you a ridiculously low price for an amazing company, you can smile, check your scale, and confidently say, "No, thank you. In fact, I will buy more." And when he shows up euphoric, offering you a sky-high price for a mediocre business, you can smile again and say, "You know what, pal? You can have it. I am out." So, how do we build this scale? How do we find this magical number? We are going to use the most trusted, time-honored method in the history of investing: discounted cash flow analysis, or DCF. Now, do not let the name scare you. At its heart, it is breathtakingly simple. It answers one profound question. What is all the future cash that this business is going to generate worth to me today? Because $1 in your hand today is not the same as $1 10 years from now. You could invest that dollar today, and it would grow. That is the time value of money. So, we need to discount those future dollars back to their present value. It is like seeing a future paycheck and asking, what would I pay right now to get that paycheck later? Let us break it down into a simple, three-step recipe you can use for any company. Step 1. Forecast the future cash flows. We need to make an educated guess about how much cash this business will actually produce for its owners over the next, say, 5 to 10 years. This is where you put on your detective hat. You are not just guessing. You are looking at the company's track record. Is sales growing? Are profit margins expanding or shrinking? What is the company's competitive advantage, its moat? Is it a brand like Coca-Cola? A tech giant like Apple with a loyal ecosystem? A cost leader like Costco? You study the industry, you read the annual reports, and you come up with a realistic growth rate. Let us say we are analyzing a stable, boring company, my favorite kind, and we estimate its free cash flow will grow at 8% per year for the next 5 years. We write those projected cash flows down. Step 2. Determine the discount rate. This is the most personal part of the calculation. This is your required rate of return. Given the risk of this investment, what annual return would you need to make it worthwhile? If you could get a risk-free 4% from a government bond, then investing in a volatile stock should offer a much higher potential return to compensate you for the extra risk. A common way to think about this is the weighted average cost of capital, WACC. But for our purposes, let us just say you decide your minimum acceptable return is 10%. That 10% becomes your discount rate. It is your personal hurdle. We are going to use it to shrink those future cash flows. Step 3. Calculate the terminal value and bring it all home. A business, if it is good, keeps going long after our 5 or 10-year forecast. We cannot forecast to infinity, so we estimate a terminal value, what we think the business will be worth at the end of our forecast period, assuming it grows at a small, sustainable rate forever, like, say, the rate of inflation. Then, we take that giant terminal value number and, you guessed it, we discount it back to today as well, using that same 10%. Finally, we add it all up. The sum of all the discounted future cash flows plus the discounted terminal value gives us the total enterprise value. A little adjustment for debt and cash, divide by the number of shares, and PALM, you have it. The intrinsic value per share. The number, the truth. Now, here is the most critical part of this entire speech. Your calculation will be wrong. Let me say that again. Your precise number will be incorrect. You are making educated guesses about the future, and the future is fundamentally uncertain. So why do we do this? We do it not to get a single perfect number, but to establish a margin of safety. This is the final, golden rule. If your calculation tells you a stock is worth $100 per share, you do not buy it at $99. You wait for Mr. Market to have a bad day, and you buy it at $70 or $60. That difference, that discount to your calculated value, is your margin of safety. It is your buffer against being wrong. It is the secret sauce that turns a good investor into a great one. So, stop following the crowd. Stop staring at the flashing red and green numbers. Open a spreadsheet. Pick a company you understand and love. Start digging into its financials. Forecast its cash flows. Pick your discount rate. Calculate your terminal value. Find your number. Build your scale. And the next time the market is swinging wildly from euphoria to despair, you will not be swept away in the emotion. You will be the calm one. You will be the one who knows, with quiet confidence, what something is truly worth. You will no longer be a gambler. You will be an owner. Now go build your scale. And I will see you in the comments. Let me know what company you are going to analyze first. Let us get to work.